So, hope everybody's getting ready, getting organized for fishing season, tournaments, whatever you're doing, catching fish for fun. It doesn't matter what you're doing. I hope you are getting ready because it's coming and it's going to be here quick. But basically right now I want to talk about tungsten versus lead. I know there's articles and things out there, and one good one they're chatting about it is on karlsbaitandtackle, which is where I got this one, and it's a Woo tungsten, and it says it's a no chip, and I'm going to find out if it's a chip or not. But basically the difference between tungsten and lead is, for one, size. You can get a ½ ounce here and a ½ ounce here. I mean, this is the lead. You're going to have a lot bigger profile than the smaller profile with tungsten, which is one big reason people use it. The other one is sensitivity. A lot harder metal than lead. Lead is soft. Lead's not going to emit that sound that's going to, give that click when it hits rocks, or if you're using a bead or whatever with it, it's not going to do that. The sensitivity, you're not going to be able to feel the bottom. You're not going to be able to feel the contours, the mud, the rocks, the sand, the shell beds, the sticks and brush, and all that cover that you're going to be fishing. You're not going to feel it as good, as easily, I should say. But lead is so much cheaper. If you're just going out and you're fishing and you know you're going to lose some weights and you do not want to spend the money, you don't really worry. I mean, you're not in a big tournament or something, and and it's not crucial to feel that tiny little difference. You're going to want to possibly throw lead because you're not going to lose as much money. But I like tungsten. I mean, if you got the right setup, you got a good rod paired with really good fluorocarbon line and tungsten weight on a Texas rig or a jig head, you're gonna feel more bites. You cannot. There's a lot of naysayers that talk about it's pointless to have expensive rods and reels and line and hooks and everything, but that's not true. But it's more expensive. A lot more expensive. Another thing is tungsten's going to hold its shape better. It's not going to kink up. It's not going to lose its paint. Well, it's not going to flake off and be destroyed. One issue is it's a lot harder, so it's going to bust up your line a little bit, especially your knot. If it's bouncing against your knot a lot, if it hits something and whips against that knot, it can break the knot pretty easily. You're going to think you set the hook on a 6-pounder, but really it was a 1-pounder and it broke off. It happens. It does. I took a little bit of slow-mo video, put some very dramatic music to it, so check this out. Woo tungsten, it didn't get damaged, but I'm gonna have to hit it with a sledgehammer maybe and see if I can chip it. I'm sure I'll chip it against a pontoon boat or some rocks or something this spring and summer and fall. But yeah, those are the basic differences. Now there are a couple other alternatives. You can do brass or steel, but steel, I know steel is lighter than lead, so you're going to need a bigger profile than even the lead, but it's going to emit more sound, and I think it's cheaper. So that's an alternative. The brass actually is going to emit the best sound. So if you were looking for a real unique click or something like that when it taps, and that's why I use brass a lot of times with Carolina rig, because it puts out a better sound than anything. But tungsten's the way to go if you're serious about sensitivity, if you're serious about smaller weights to get a smaller profile, then tungsten is certainly going to be the route. If you're just cheap or you just don't care, go with lead. You might miss some bites, but you're not going to waste the money. There's a lot of places that talk about it that are smarter than me and have done more research than I have. Take somebody out fishing, get them out on the water, get yourself out on the water. If you're going to catch fish to eat, going to catch fish to throw back, going to fish tournaments to win the Bassmaster Classic, let's go McKendree, you know, whatever you want to do, just get out there, have fun. Check out Karl's Bait and Tackle, because they'll get you hooked up. If you're a member, get some discounts. That's where I got this Woo Tungsten, and I'm going to damage it. I'm going to try to chip this thing. So we'll see you out there.